Hi there, this week I've got the latest LEGO Transformers set, Bumblebee, to build and review, so let's roll out. This is the second Transformers set from LEGO, following on from Optimus Prime, who was released in June 2022, so 2 years between sets. Like its predecessor, this set actually transforms, so I'm really interested in how that works, and I'll let you know my thoughts on that in the review section towards the end. This LEGO Transformers Bumblebee is set number 10338 and it's 950 pieces. The retail price is £79.99 in the UK or $89.99 in the US. Opening the box up, you'll find 10 bags. They're all plastic, so they've not made a switch to paper with this set yet. You can always count on me for a sticker warning, and there's stickers. There are also several printed parts, so it's not all bad, and the printed parts are kind of key ones that you really would not want to be stickers. The instruction book is nicely presented. I love this white background with the contrast with the bright yellow Bumblebee. Works really well. Flicking through the pages, you'll find a bit of history on Bumblebee, you'll find some information on the designers, and then it's into the instructions. So that's the overview done. Now to get on with transforming these bricks into an Autobot. the transformation done, what do I think of this LEGO Transformers Bumblebee? I'm going to break it down because there's a few things to unpack here. First of all, the build. This was an enjoyable build. There weren't too many stickers, so they weren't too much hassle in the end. The flow of the instructions is great. They break apart the repeatable elements of it, so you don't feel that you're doing the same part that you've just done. There's a really nice kind of rhythm to how the instructions flow. There are some optional printed parts, so you can have a little bit of variety in how your Bumblebee looks compared to someone else's. I went for the Bumblebee number plate rather than the gold bug. It's G1 Series 1, thank you. Next up is the look of the completed set, and that's in two parts essentially, because you've got a car here and you've got a robot. So the car, I think this looks good. It isn't quite a Volkswagen Beetle, but then the toy wasn't quite a Volkswagen Beetle originally either, compared to the G1 cartoon where it clearly was. I think this is a faithful reproduction of the toy itself, obviously at a much larger scale, so there's elements that they've had to size up from what was a very small toy back in the 80s. And then there's the robot form. Transformed, it looks good on display, but it is difficult. It's quite a delicate piece, so you do worry about how you kind of stand it up. So this is definitely one of those that once you've put it on display, you're probably not going to move it around that much. It's top heavy, it's not well supported. I did find the legs were just sort of trying to separate and then it would topple over. There's clear compromise here, as it was with the Optimus Prime model, which I rediscovered moving it around to get some shots for comparison. Here bits sort of fell off essentially, so some reassembly was required. It would be great if this was sturdier. It's obviously nice to switch from car to robot for display purposes, but I think I'll find myself not doing that much because of the effort involved in making sure it doesn't fall apart and then trying to get it to actually stand up when it's in its robot form. The transformation process itself is also cumbersome. I may get better at that over time potentially, but certainly I found it a little difficult. Bits were popping off here and there that I had to then find out where they went back on. I was also worried about putting a bit too much force on it and accidentally breaking something, so that's something to think about. To sum up my parts on this LEGO Transformers Bumblebee, I'm left with some mixed feelings. I think having these sets able to transform is ambitious of LEGO, but, and I'll go back to it, there's compromise involved in that. Having said that, I've already got Optimus Prime. I kind of knew what I was getting into, I knew what to expect. So if you go into buying this knowing that there is that compromise there, then you'll be happy with the end result, because it does look good on display as the car or as the robot. But if you're thinking you'll be changing this often, I think you might find yourself disappointed. If you pick the set up, please let me know in the comments what you thought of it and whether you agree or disagree with anything I've said here. And if you like this video, then please hit like and subscribe, helps out a lot. Until next time, ta-ta!